Welcome back, everyone. Just going to take a second to set up the DJI microphone with the phone itself. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Now today I have stone number 250, and this piece comes from Tom at Opal, and I will leave a link. This piece is 10.9 by 9.5 by 4.4 millimeters. And as you can see, it does have some green color, and the camera's bringing up some blue. There's also red and yellow if you can catch it just right. Let's weigh it up and see what we have to work with. Looks like 2.0 carats, right on the money. So my initial inclination for this stone is to just take all the gunk off of it, all the sand. That bar, I think, runs most of the stone. We'll scrape off that edge, see what's happening. We'll have to get rid of all of this stuff here. So might be left with something of that size. And it's going to be super thin because I'm going to go for probably double-sided crystal if it works out correctly. Either way, it's going to be pretty thin. So let's get a few close-ups of this and we'll get on with the process. So we have stone 250 about to meet the 600 grit centered diamond burr. And taking a closer look at this under the microscope, the green color goes all the way up to the edge on this side. So it gives me hope that this bar actually reaches this edge. Let's get started on that, and we will soon find out. Well, that is a decent sign, I guess. All of that milky potch is pretty clean. I can see little hints of color. Let's go ahead and start scraping up the stuff on the upper surface. And we'll smooth the big hump down just a little bit because I don't see color there just yet. We're going to go get some light and the loop and check this out a little closer. Alright, looking at this under the loop, I'm just getting down to the crystal part where there's color on this very large hump. I still need to do a little bit of cleaning up of this area. And this little area here. I think I will switch to cleaning the back right now. Being very careful not to take too much off. Again, this is a thin stone. That's cool. You can see the reflection behind it. Okay, enough of that. No more distractions. So I think that is probably the end for the 600 grit. Hopefully you can see some color in there. We'll get some close-up pictures and then we'll continue on. There's still some sandy grit on this side. A little bit of stuff still here on this side. I think I'm just going to rub it down to a more even thickness. And now my inclination is to bring in this bit here. Although there is some pretty nice yellow and green in this area. Anyway, if I rub it in a bit, round that off a bit, we have a nice oval form. Let's get on with it. All right. Gonna take it slow. Because you never know. I could change my mind. So at this point, I believe I will probably dop this stone so I can start making sure that I can smooth things down in a more uniform manner. Looking pretty good though. Alright, well, I'm going to work this till it's hopefully smooth enough to draw a decent oval on. So let's get on to this. so after working on this stone last night, I sat down and really looked at it a long time underneath the microscope and with the loupe. And as much as I love the idea of keeping it freeform, because I hate getting rid of color, I went ahead and decided that I will make an oval out of it. So I will grind away this excess, as much as I think that might be a mistake. We don't know until we reach the end. I think I'll be happy with it though, because the amount of color on this end at the top, if that cleans up enough, should look really good. Now how much of it cleans up down below? Well, it's still a bit milky. But let's get on with it, shall we? I'm going to adopt this thing, and then we'll get right on to the cutting. Let's go! Goodbye, color. I'll miss you. Time to take a break and check this thing out a little more closely. It's getting there. Getting started with the 600 grit Nova burr. Gotta wear away this top part. It's much thicker than the other side. Still have some indentations and this bit of red stuff at this tip that may or may not come out. So we're done with the 600 grit Nova burr, and we're going to the 1200 grit. You can see this whitish patch here is that defect on the bottom. I was going to try to get that out, but I honestly don't think I can. The stone is thin enough already. There's this little bit of discoloration inclusion at this end that is just under the surface. I'm not sure if that's coming out either. But the dome looks pretty good. The sides look pretty good. So let's hit that 1200. Hitting the old 1200. We'll start with the edges. I will probably switch to the barrel burr to do the dome. Let's give this a run on the 3000 grit, just for the hell of it. So we are down to the polishing process. It should go fairly quickly. I think the 3000 grit Nova did help a little bit. I'm not sure how necessary that is, to be honest. Well, it appears to be finished with the polishing stage. I just need to tidy up the back, make sure it's all nice and even thickness, and we'll be done. Let's recap. In the rough, stone 250 weighed 2.0 carats. It was 10.9 by 9.5 by 4.4 millimeters. It comes from Lambina, Australia, and I got this stone from Opals. The cost of the stone was free. Stone 250 finished, weighs 0.95 carats, is 10.6 by 5.6 by 2.3 millimeters. Its body tone is 8. Its brightness is 1, maybe 2. For the good, it has a good oval shape, it has a great polish, it has nice color, but it's not too bright. Essentially, the stone is 1 carat. For the bad, The chips and pits on the back and the sand within the stone, the inclusions on the face, and it isn't bright, but that really can't be helped. And for the ugly, well, the inclusions in the stone are kind of ugly, and the girdle does have an issue. However, I think if this was in a closed back bezel set, pendant, or ring, it would be fine. So let's take a last look at this stone and enjoy the completion of its journey. Now, I really wanted to make this stone double-sided, but as you can see, all the flaws in the back really didn't allow that this time. Oh well. The most important thing to take away here is that try your best on every stone. They may not always work out the way you want them to work out, but they'll do. What is the value of this stone? Well, it cost me nothing, as I won it as part of a giveaway. I suppose it might be worth $5 to $10. What do you think? Now its journey is complete. Thanks for watching. Until next time.